Come out of the stall and get out! Now!
I'm peeing!
Come out!
Give me my phone now!
A police officer's life can be really hard because they never know how their day's going to end or who they're going to bump into next. On some days, they risk their lives in the line of duty. On others, they risk their sanity. Today, we'll stick with the latter as we investigate some of the most obnoxious Karen arrests out there. Some of them shout, scream, spit, kick, and bite, while others just act crazy beyond belief. So, in a way, today we also give homage to the police officers who successfully remained calm and collected throughout their ordeals. Our first case takes us way down south. This New Mexico State police officer is just doing a U-turn on US Highway 54, intending to pull over a blue car that just passed him. The day started off like any other, but little did he know that a whirlwind of trouble lay ahead, involving a car chase and an extremely agitated and unpredictable suspect. This ordeal took place on December 4th, 2021 near Carrizozo, New Mexico, after several drivers reported a blue car speeding and driving erratically. But just as the officer was about to step out of the car, something totally unexpected happened. The officer decided not to pursue the suspect due to traffic. He just drove along until he spotted the car at a gas station in the town of Tularosa. Pretty soon, he was about to come face to face with the driver, but not at all where he expected.
Hey man, who just walked in owning that car?
That dude.
Come out of the stall and get out! Now!
I'm peeing!
Come out! Get out here now! Get out! Get your hands up!
What did I do? I didn't do anything! I just went to pee!
The suspect confirms that she was behind the wheel of the blue car and is informed that she's being detained for reckless driving and fleeing a traffic stop. But this doesn't seem to have any effect on this person, and she continues screaming and insulting the officer.
Come on.
Let me go! Let me go! Let me go! You are so let me go!
So what happens when you run from the police?
I didn't do anything to the police!
Yeah, okay.
Let me go!
That's not how this works.
Let me go! Let me go! Let me go!
Come on.
No! Let me go!
As she's being escorted out of the building, the suspect starts pulling away and resisting, so the officer has to use force to restrain her. This prompts her to continue yelling even louder, repeating she didn't do anything except wanting to pee.
I did not do anything!
845 SOCOM.
Let me go!
Have a 1028 out of Nebraska.
I need to call my boyfriend!
You're going to jail is where you're going.
No, I'm not! Let me go!
Okay.
Let me go! Let me go! Let me go! Call my boyfriend, please!
By this time, another officer had arrived at the location. He restrains the suspect until the acting officer concludes the investigation. The woman IDs herself as Jamie Granger, but refuses to cooperate further. The officer then speaks to the manager of the store, informing her that he kicked in the stall and would need to write a report. After asking the employee for a statement about the events he witnessed, he steps out and attempts to de-escalate the situation.
If you work with me, I'm going to work with you.
Let me call
Okay.
my boyfriend, please.
If I let you call your boyfriend, you're going to tell me who you are? Where's your phone?
I think it's in my car right there.
Where?
Right, the blue car right behind.
Obviously
right
the blue car, but where in the blue car?
And I don't know, in the console, I think.
The officer proceeds to look in the car after asking for permission. It was a smart move from the officer to de-escalate and get the suspect to be more cooperative, but we all know that this isn't going to last long. The suspect is once again informed that she's indeed going to jail, and she starts sobbing as the officer reads her Miranda rights. Then she's confronted with the question of alcohol.
Okay, so I noticed that while we were in the bathroom that I smelled a faint odor of alcohol coming from you. Have you had anything to drink today?
A little bit.
A little bit. Is that why you ran from me?
No.
Okay.
No, I didn't
So
know
the reason why I stopped you, okay, is because you were called in by several people just listen, and failing to maintain your lane and going head on with other cars, okay? Don't play games with me right now, okay? I'm not stupid. Stop treating me like I am, okay?
As the officer is explaining the situation and the suspect keeps sobbing, suddenly he spots her ID hanging on her keychain. Since he's now able to do a positive ID on the driver, he proceeds to put her in the back seat of his vehicle and take some pictures of the bathroom stall he kicked in previously. By that time, Jamie is calm and coherent, and she decides to do the field sobriety test. But that probably isn't going to last long. Let's watch how it goes.
Keep your head perfectly still. Keep your head looking at me. Follow this finger with your eyes only. Do you understand?
Yep.
Don't move your head. Keep your nose pointing at mine. Use your eyes only, okay?
One.
Hang on. Don't start yet, okay? I didn't tell you to start. All right? Do you understand my test?
You know what? I'm drunk, okay? I'm drunk.
Okay.
I just want my boyfriend, okay?
Where's your boyfriend at?
You called him? I don't know.
Okay, well, do you want to finish the test or do you want to stop?
Just stop.
Okay.
I just want my boyfriend.
All
I
right.
didn't do anything wrong.
Okay.
The suspect is placed back in the patrol vehicle, and the officer explains what's about to happen. At that point, he decides to allow the suspect to call her boyfriend, and even lets her have her phone back so she can use it again. Then he searches her car and finds 2 more bottles of alcohol, one half full, adding the violation of transporting an open container to the list of charges. But it wasn't going to be her last offense of the day, because as the officer was doing an inventory of the suspect's car, Karen here had been regaining strength.
Okay. Nope, you're not getting out.
Yes, I am. No. Get off me. Get off me. Get off me. Stop it.
You're gonna get a
Stop it. So.
You're gonna get an additional.
Let me go.
charge.
Let me go.
You're gonna get bad.
So.
You're gonna get bad.
So. Go.
You're gonna get another charge if you hit me.
Let me go. Let me go.
As the suspect kicks the officer, his body cam is disabled for a short while. When it turns back on, the suspect is out of the car, and she's informed that she'll be getting battery on her list of charges as well. By this time, she's back to sobbing uncontrollably, but not for long.
Listen! Let me go!
Get in there.
Run!
Get in.
No!
Get
Let
in.
me go! No!
Get in.
No! Run!
Get in.
Run!
Get your feet in.
Run!
Get your feet in.
Let me go! Let me go!
Get in.
No!
Get your feet in.
No! Let me go!
Get
Let
in.
me go!
Just get in. Come on.
No!
Put
no!
your foot in.
No!
Can you
No.
go around to the other side? We'll drag her in.
Let me go! Let me go!
Put your foot in there.
No!
I have to commend this officer for keeping calm and collected throughout this ordeal. It must have been nerve-wracking to have someone shout and scream at you like that for so long. But still, he acted in a professional manner and even showed courtesy to the suspect by letting her use her phone. Apart from remarking to the other officer that he hates drunk people, his handling of the situation was spotless. He even instructed his colleague to be very detailed when doing the inventory of the suspect's car. After that, the suspect was taken to the police station. For some reason, she continues resisting.
You're gonna catch another charge.
Ow!
Okay?
Ow! 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 Ow!
You made it
Let
worse.
me go! Ow!
You got samples or something?
Nah, that's all we got.
Need some?
A what? Oh, no, we'll be all right. Sit down. Thank you.
Don't do that.
You! Let me go! Let me go!
The obnoxious behavior continues, and the officers contemplate using a spit mask. At one point, several officers needed to restrain her so she could not kick or hit any of them. The suspect is then taken to the Center for Disease Control to be tested for drugs and alcohol, but she still is not backing down. 2 female officers try to reason with her, but eventually they ask for help to put her handcuffs back on her once again, since she's banging the walls with them.
Yeah, I'll help you.
Put her in the back. We got her cuff her in the back.
Yeah, handcuff her in the back.
Okay? Yeah, I'll help you.
Chris, will you put this in your... I'm sorry.
Step out here.
No. No.
Step out
You're
here.
my boyfriend. No.
Huh?
What are you going to do to me?
The suspect then sits again and kicks her shoes at the officers. The officers had seen enough and decided to take a break while a supervisor arrived. All along, the woman is screaming her lungs out in the holding cell. The supervisor is brought up to speed, and he attempts to reason with Jamie and get her to cooperate. Notice how cunningly he achieves this by saying he'll take the handcuffs off first.
Hey, Jamie.
No.
Jamie.
No.
Hey,
No.
hey, you don't even know me, Jamie. I'm Michael, okay? We need to take you to the hospital, all right? Let me take your handcuffs off right quick, all right?
Okay.
All right? What I'm gonna do is, Jamie, I know you look a little bit. I'm gonna put 2 sets of handcuffs on you, all right? All right? So we need to take you to the hospital. You can try to check that. You're not gonna fight me or anything. I got the wrong thing. I'm sorry. All right? It's not as bad as you think, Jamie, okay?
Even this officer's attempt was short-lived, and the suspect quickly returned to crying, shouting, and arguing. She was then taken by ambulance, but she kept unbuckling her belt. So after the 3rd time they had to stop, the medics decided it was too dangerous and refused to transport her. The arresting officers somehow managed to get her to the ER. When it was all said and done, she entered a plea deal, pleading guilty to a DWI and 2 counts of battery against police officers. Our next case takes us to Crystal Lake, where officers received reports of a person driving erratically. A male and a female officer approach the suspect, explain why they're there, and ask her to step outside so they can talk.
All right, my dear, here. Put your right against there. This officer is going to ask you some questions, okay?
So, you just maybe on your
Harry, I'm on my music a lot.
music? Okay. Do you have your ID on you?
I can check.
The suspect retrieves her ID, but seems shaky and afraid. She confirms to the officer that she's 18 years old and that she was coming from her boyfriend's, driving her own car. She made a stop to buy him some Christmas presents. She mentions having over-the-counter supplements in her car, but neglects to mention the bottles of alcohol the officers already spotted. When she's confronted about the bottle of vodka, she pretends like it's not there, but then gets very defensive.
Everything's on video, okay? Okay. So now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna have you stand by with these officers and I'm gonna search your vehicle.
You don't have the warrant to do that.
Actually, I have probable cause because I observed alcohol.
You don't have warrant to do that.
Because I observed
I have
alcohol.
a right to not let you search my car.
Okay, so
I have a right to not let you search my car.
Unfortunately.
No, I have a right to not let you search my car.
We're not doing this.
I have a right
Ellie,
to not let you search my car.
Ellie, don't.
Suddenly, the calm, smiling teenager starts resisting and even attempts to grab the female officer by the hand as she's trying to stop her from entering the car. They engage in a back and forth, but like any entitled person, the suspect refuses to acknowledge anything the officers are telling her, and she just keeps repeating the line about having rights. And no matter how many times they explain that the bottle of vodka was in plain sight and they had probable cause to search her vehicle and even threatened to put her in handcuffs if she continued grabbing them, the teen wasn't backing down.
These are your choices. You can go stand by that squad car with these 2 gentlemen, okay? That's your first choice. If you do not want to do that, your second choice is I'm going to put you in handcuffs, okay? So, which do you choose?
You can't search my car without a warrant.
Which do you choose? I'm going to give you. I'm not arguing with you. I'm going to give you one opportunity right now.
You can't search my car without a warrant.
It's all on body cam.
You can't search my car without a warrant. No, you can't.
Turn around. Turn around.
And that was a clear enough choice for the female officer, so she proceeded to put the young lady in handcuffs. As it often happens with entitled Karens, once they're pinned against the proverbial wall, they suddenly change their minds. As soon as the handcuffs came out, the teen started saying that she'd go stand by the cruiser now, but it was too late, and the officers weren't having any of it. People who aren't used to being told no by anyone often have an adverse reaction, and so does this 18-year-old as frustration turns to tears, and tears turn to rage.
Stop!
Allie, let's not do that. Ellie, we're not doing this. Ellie, doing this.
Then take me out of the. Shut the up! Have you?
That happened to you, okay?
Then take me out of the. Take me out of the handcuffs!
And the shouting goes on and on, right up until it's time to go in the cruiser. Then it slowly transitions to moaning and crying. And kudos to the police officers. They took every opportunity to calm her down and reason with her. But when dealing with entitled people, that usually never lasts for long. And these officers know it, so they know uncuffing Ellie is not an option. However, the female officer does her best to calm the suspect down before things escalate further. This is footage from the female officer's personal body cam. Listen to how she gets up close and personal in order to calm the teenager down.
Ellie, listen to me, okay? Because of everything that just happened, I need to ensure that you're safe. Tell you something? Can I share something with you? I was a mental health clinician for 10 years before I was a police officer. Okay? So I can empathize with you, but it's also my job to make sure that you're safe.
I will stay here if you just take off the handcuffs and get.
How about this? How about we try to do some breathing, okay?
The teen keeps trying to bargain with the officers, saying she'll remain calm if they take off the handcuffs. What she still fails to realize is that she's all out of bargaining chips. She can either comply by free will or comply by force. There's no middle ground.
If you keep fighting like this, my sergeant's on his way here, and he has this device called the wrap, okay? And it completely restrains you. So listen to me. You have to listen to me. If you can't calm yourself down the way we are now, I am going to have to put you in that, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that because we're calm and we're talking right now, okay? So we have to stop, okay? You have to stop.
The teen finally calms down, asking if her parents would be able to bail her out, and asked about the price. The officer responds that if she's only charged with DUI, the current bail in Illinois will cost around $100 in cash. This sounds reassuring to the teen, up until she realizes that she has to go to jail because she's under arrest for DUI. In a split second, she reverts to her previous behavior, regardless of the fact that it's only making her situation worse.
Please just take them off of me. I can't wear them.
Ellie.
It feels like I'm going to Utah.
Ellie, stop.
Ellie, if you do that one more time, I'm going to put you in the wrap.
Stop it.
Okay?
Then please take the handcuffs off me.
Then you're going to get put in the wrap. Those are your options. If
Please?
you bang your head one more time, I'm going to put you in the wrap.
Please take the
No,
handcuffs
it's
off.
not going to happen.
The next thing she starts arguing is her vapes. The level of delusion in this teen is astounding. Somehow, she believes she can tell the officers what they can and cannot do. At one point, she even asked if she can take a hit from the vape before they put it back in her car. And the way she kept reaching for her back pockets seemed suspicious to the officers. So they decided to take her out of the vehicle and do a thorough search.
Ellie, what I'm going to do is a little bit more of a thorough search, just like...
You can't touch me. I give you not permission to touch me. I don't give you permission to touch me. I don't give you permission to touch me. I don't give you permission to touch me. Just because you're with the law does not mean you can touch
making it
me
worse for yourself.
without consent. You can't touch me without consent.
As you can see, the officers have had enough, and they prepare the wrap. Even then, it doesn't get much easier. She resists every step of the way and has to be carried into the police cruiser. The arrest of Ellie G. Masukovich is the perfect example of what not to do when getting arrested. By failing to acknowledge the authority of the police and resisting them all the way, what could have been a simple DUI charge turned into something much worse. In addition, she was charged with 5 counts of aggravated battery to a police officer, 2 counts of driving under the influence, resisting a peace officer, and possession of liquor by a minor. Consequently, her bail went from $100 to $20,000.
What happened?
I was leaving
Were you
here.
able to get out of the store?
I think so.
Pretty tight.
To exit, to take a left, and she just ran right into me. She was going to turn into here. Her grandmother died.
On September 8, 2022, an officer was dispatched to the scene of a traffic accident. This woman was involved in the accident and explains what happened. After asking for her driver's license and insurance, the officer proceeds to the other vehicle involved to get their side of the story. But he probably did not expect what was about to happen next.
Hi. Do you have a driver's license on you? And your insurance?
I want to call my dad first.
Okay, but I still need your driver's license and insurance, okay?
Why?
What
Because
happened?
that woman is going off her rocker.
What happened today?
My grandma died.
I'm sorry.
That's what happened
Today?
today.
I'm so sorry.
And I was going to the special cemetery. And that's when I got into the car accident.
It doesn't take long to recognize that this woman is under the influence, even though she's obviously dealing with a lot of grief at the moment. The officer realizes that her grandmother passed away 2 days ago and that this woman was coming to pay her respects. He then respectfully tries to steer the conversation back to the accident and asks what exactly happened.
She was too close to my end. And when I went into there and I pulled, you know what, tell her to stop.
Well, she's just taking her whatever photo she needs for the insurance. Okay? So, do you have a newer copy of the insurance?
What do you need right now? Okay, like, seriously, what do you need
So,
right
here's your
now?
driver's.
No more beating around the bush. The slurred speech and overall demeanor are clear signs of intoxication. But when asked how much she had to drink, Christina denies drinking anything, blames it all on the fact that her grandmother passed, and says she was on her way to a family gathering to pay respects. But then something even crazier happens, as Christina hands the officer some wet wipes instead of her driver's license.
That's not your driver's license either, man.
Oh, my driver's license.
Yep. So, how much did you drink today?
None. I did not. I have 2 different breathalyzer things in my car.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I do.
Where are they?
Did you not see me point to them?
Well, those are garage door openers.
Which are also breathalyzing submission.
Oh, that's cool.
Now, the officer seems mildly amused by this conversation, but he quickly gets back to business. Still, the comedy show is far from over. The longer this takes, the harder it is for Christina to speak. Each following sentence she utters makes less and less sense, and eventually, she even decides to call someone using a wet wipe as a phone. Man, this is probably one of the strangest things I've ever seen.
All right, Christina, I need your phone number for the report.
Yeah, and I'm gonna talk to my in private.
That's not a phone. It's a hand wipe.
I know it's a hand wet. It's still a phone. It's still a phone. Okay.
Oh, it's a phone too.
You know what?
Mm-hmm.
Don't ever remain me as a dumb.
I'm not.
Yeah, you did. You said,
you're trying to find your
Christina, I'm
phone.
trying to.
Well, we can all anticipate where this is heading. Christina later states that her brother-in-law is in a much higher position than the officers and berates them for not clocking the drivers on the road. Surprisingly, when she's asked to step out of the vehicle, she complies without resisting. She does stumble a little, but compared to how she sounds, one might expect that she can't even stand still, let alone walk.
The reason I'm asking is the way you're speaking and the way you're acting, you're holding up a hand wipe as a phone, all right? And you're telling me that you were trying to turn in here, but you went straight across this way and slammed into her.
I was scared about what was happening.
So how much did you have to drink today?
Today, I didn't drink anything.
Okay.
I was here for my babshas,
Right.
gravy,
Right.
and that's all I was.
Okay. What'd you take today?
I didn't take anything today, officer.
Okay.
The officer proceeds to give Christina a field sobriety test, and she keeps being obnoxious all the way. She claims she has back problems, which prevent her from doing the test. And once they feel they've given her enough chances to prove her sobriety, the officers do the only thing possible and place her under arrest.
Turn around, please. Okay.
You are
Turn around.
hurting me.
Turn around. All right. You're under arrest for DUI.
No, I'm not. I'll do whatever test you want me to.
It's too late, Christina. All right. All right. All right.
This is absolutely ridiculous.
Now you might think that once the cuffs are on, that's the end of the ordeal. But if you've been following this channel, then you probably know better. In some cases, the moment the cuffs go on is the trigger that sends entitled people spiraling into madness. For others, it's the moment they're placed in the cruiser or when they enter the police station.
Can I take a picture, a screenshot? I want to take a picture.
We have lots of video going. This one, the 10 of them that are in
Sweetheart,
here.
sweetheart, I know how it works. Okay? My brother-in-law is
I know, you don't.
way above your pay grade. And thank God for that. Because you guys are just a bunch of hoodlums running around.
Christina goes on berating the officers and switching from a mild, calm persona to an obnoxiously loud Karen. It just goes to show that if you decide to drink, you should do it responsibly. Being this drunk behind the wheel of a car is a terrible idea, and it might have ended much more tragically. Luckily, today it resulted only in car damage, Christina getting arrested, and embarrassing herself in front of the world. But the highlight of this video is certainly the jovial cop who keeps calm and friendly throughout the ordeal.
Give me my goddamn phone now!
Christina, you just sit down, please.
No! Give me my phone now! I have the right to my phone! It says it right here under people arrested or retained by the POPO.
Go ahead, take your time and read it and let me know what it says, alright?
Give me my phone!
Christina.
I want my phone!
To make things worse, the police officers are not the only ones getting berated that day. Once she got her phone call, Christina had some choice words for her own family as well. Take a look at this footage.
I got arrested coming to your mother's funeral. Okay? Yeah. So you tell your sister that she is not part of my family. They said that I'm under the influence. I'm at the Niles police station. Come and get me now. And tell your sister to go off. I don't ever want to talk to your sister ever again. I don't care. Come get my now.
Christina, do you want me to talk to him?
As obnoxious as she was and difficult to listen to, at least Christina did not resist the officers in any way. She was later charged with driving under the influence of alcohol, failing to reduce speed to avoid an accident, and improper lane usage. Thank you for joining me as we took one more dip into the insane world of drunk Karens. Do you know a person who acts like this when they're drunk? If you do, share it in the comments below and be on the lookout for our next video.